2011, Amanda quit her job. This escalation, any minute, you can feel it coming any minute now. This is classic stuff. You can't work. I don't want you to work. Ensues. And it's obvious that Jeremy McFarland was really worried about his sister at that point because he hadn't really talked to her at all. And obviously you can assume he was hearing some of this stuff from other family members because he just kind of showed up. And you remember what he said? He pulls up and Gallagher is scowling until he rolls his window down. He was just trying to get into this situation and diffuse it and protect his sister. And there is nothing wrong with that. But it's not a coincidence that he showed up over there 2 days later and confirmed what he already knew by looking at her neck. And she told him, no, that's Hickey's. And we're not demonizing Amanda because we know that this is how this works. And you could tell that he felt guilty because something happened that night when he was there. You can take everybody at their word about the basketball injury, where you can wonder and really think about what really happened to his hand. And good for him if he was trying to protect his sister. Something happened. Something went on all night long. And he went to the ER and he mentioned that you could see that he was just really hesitant. He just really feels bad about not, what if, you know? And didn't take him with him because he wants to sit at the ER all night. Understandable. All kinds of people were supposed to have been at this cookout. Again, let me stop right there. Don't just take these scenarios as to who was there and what happened and everything else because people keep saying it over and over, because that's how he does it. Just remember that. You heard from several people that Cassie and John, who live at 1360 Vim Drive, 2 houses away and closer to the ditch line, were there with their 2 kids, and their 2 kids are Michael and Shannon. You heard that Amanda and that Gallagher and that Kinsey and that Trey and that Joshua Young were there. Jeremy McFarland was there for a while, but he left because he got hurt somehow. And some other neighborhood kids. Pay close attention when it gets really vague like that. Don't just assume that that's who they're talking about. Why do you think I kept doing that with John? The kids. What kids? Because once you start really they're simple questions. They're not trick questions. Who? Who are you talking about? I don't recall sometimes. I'm not going to put those words in John's mouth because I'm not positive that he said that. You heard that from a lot of other people, though. At some point, there's a turtle. This turtle is just kind of a wild card issue in this case, and I think it means absolutely nothing other than Gallagher had to get down there so he could leave evidence that he had been there at some point because, well, he just does that. From that point forward, nothing is clear, and we don't know what the heck happened that night. And what you have to do is accept that we'll never know.